Hello YouTube, Mikar Mad here with a Chaos Lightsworn deck, and it's a very basic deck. It's 50 cards including the extra deck, and just if you want to play for fun, then if you have the cards, it's not too hard to get these cards. That's why I'm able to obtain them. So for first of all, you have the 3 Judgment Dragons. Y'all know what they do. You need 4 Lightsworn monsters in the graveyard with different names to special summon into the field, and once per turn you can pay 1,000 life points to nuke the whole field except for this card. So you can possibly one turn KO the opponent if you summon all 3 in one turn. Next up we have triple Raiden of the Lightsworn. All Lightsworn monsters, they have to discard the top cards of your deck. This guy can discard up to 4 cards using his ability. And during the main phase, you can discard 2 cards, and at the end phase, you discard another 2 cards. So it's mostly to get more Lightsworn monsters into the graveyard. And then we got triple Lumina. This one pretty much you can revive a Lightsworn monster, I believe. Level 4 Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Then we have 2 Lilas. Pretty much you can target a spell or trap card on the opponent's side of the field, and you can change the battle position from face up attack position to face up defense position and destroy that target at the end of your next turn. Then we got double Raiko Lightsworn Hunters. This one you can flip and destroy 1 card on the field, and then you discard 3 cards from your top of your deck. And then we got the Jane Lightsworn Paladin. It gains 300 attack during the damage step if it attacks some opponent's monster. Then you discard the top 2 cards of your deck at the end of the turn. And then we got Wolf Lightsworn Beast, and he can be special summoned from your graveyard if it was discarded from the top of your deck. Then we got Erin Lightsworn Monk. If she battles a defense position monster, you shuffle that monster into the opponent's deck. Then we got Arcus Lightsworn Druid, and when he's on the field, neither player can target Lightsworn monsters with card effects. Then we got Gragonith Lightsworn Dragon, and this card gains 300 attack and defense for each Lightsworn monster with a different name in your graveyard, and it does piercing damage to monsters with lower defense if it's attacking a defense position monster. Then we got Celestial Lightsworn Angel, and if you tribute summon this card by tributing a Lightsworn monster, you can send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard and target up to 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy those targets. Then we got Double Honest. You can pretty much, during your main phase, you can discard this card into the graveyard and give your light monster the attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster till the end of this turn. And we got triple Necro Gardna. This is where the Chaos cards come in. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from the graveyard and negate 1 attack from your opponent monster. But you would mostly use these to sacrifice to summon like Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, or Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. Then we got 1 Gore's Emissary of Darkness, and if you can be special summoned to the field when an opponent does a direct attack, then you can, and its second effect, you can summon 1 Emissary of Darkness token, level 7, and it's equal to the amount of battle damage you took. Then we got Black Luster Soldier, Envoy at the Beginning. He can attack twice. If he attacks a monster, he can attack again. Or you can remove 1 monster from the field. He can banish it, but he can't attack the same turn he banishes it. And you need 1 dark and 1 light monster to special summon them to the field. Then we got Chaos Emperor Dragon, and we have the End. You need, same with Black Luster Soldier, you need 1 light and 1 dark monster to banish from your graveyard to summon him. And He can destroy the entire field and both players' hands and inflict 300 damage, I believe. Points of damage for a card that was destroyed by this card effect. Then we got Dark Arm Dragon. You can only special summon by banish, having exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard. And you can remove 1 dark monster from the field to the graveyard to destroy 1 card on the field. Then we got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. He can be special summoned by distributing 1 dragon monster on the field. And you can special summon 1 dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard once per turn. Then we got Light Ray Diabolos. He cannot be summoned. He can be special summoned by having 5 or more light monsters with different names in your graveyard. You can banish 1 light monster from your graveyard to target 1 set card your opponent controls. Reveal that target, then return the target to either the top or bottom of the deck. Then you got Divine Dragon Apocryph. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card and target 1 dragon monster in your graveyard and add that to your hand. Then you got an Effect Veiler. You can discard this card from your hand to negate the effect of 1 monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn. And we got Basic Alexandrite Dragon. Mostly, I use this card as it has a good attack, 2000 attack for a level 4 monster, and I usually sacrifice this for the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Then we got 2 Chargers of Light Brigade. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Add 1 level 4 lower Lightsworn monster from your deck to your hand. Then we got 3 Solar Recharges. Discard 1 Lightsworn monster, draw 2 cards, and send the top 2 cards of the deck to the graveyard. Then we got Raigeki, destroy all monsters on the field, on your opponent's side of the field. Foolish Burial, send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. Got a Dark Hole, destroy all monsters on the field. Power Duality, you take out the top 3 cards of your deck and choose 1 and then shuffle the rest into your deck. So you only get 1 card from your hand. Monster Reincarnation, I usually still do this to summon Judgment Dragon from my graveyard if I do not have him in my hand. Beckoning Light, same with Monster Reincarnation. You can discard your entire hand, then for each card you discard from the graveyard. In fact, add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then we got Grand Horn of Heaven, which negates the special summon of a monster, and you can destroy it, but your opponent draws 1 card afterwards. We got Dark Bribe. When an opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can negate the effect, and your opponent draws 1 card. Torrential Tribute. When a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. Mirror Force, destroy all the opponent's attacking monsters if they attack that turn. For the extra deck, we got Michael the Arch Lightsworn. And his effect is, well, you need 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner light monsters to summon him to equal to 7 stars. And his effect is, once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points and target 1 card on the field. Banish that target. When this card is destroyed, you can target any number of other Lightsworn monsters in their graveyard, shuffle them into your deck, and if you do, gain 300 life points for each card returned. Turn each of your end phases in the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. You have a Stardust Dragon. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters that equal to 8 stars. You can tribute this card to negate the activation of a spell card, trap card, or effect monster's effect that destroys a card on the field, and destroy that card. If you negate an effect this way, you can special summon this card from your graveyard during the end phase. Then you have a Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. It needs 2 level 4 monsters to create, and you can detach 2 materials from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack, and if it does, this card gains the lost attack. Then we have a number 39 Utopia, which needs 2 level 4 monsters, and when any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card and negate the attack. And when this card is targeted for an attack, when it has no XYZ materials, destroy this card. And that's it for this Chaos Lightsworn deck. Let me know how I can improve it. Thank you for watching. Peace.